Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm doing a video over how to set your audience while creating an ad. So you might have created a wonderful advertisement with beautiful graphics and it's really eye-catchy and you think that people are actually going to respond a lot to it. You're going to generate a lot of queries, a lot of leads. But if that is something not happening despite everything, then there might be an issue in the audience that you have set. So audience plays a very important role. Your advertisement is like a rocket and your audience is like the fuel. Without the appropriate fuel, it won't be able to reach anywhere. And that is why I say that audience plays a very important role. If you're making your ad reach out to people who are not actually interested in what you're offering, then there is simply no point of getting the required number of leads or meeting your advertising goals or targets. So the issue arises because people are actually unable to understand audience as Facebook wants you to. Some newbies don't even know that the audience category is actually divided into four, whereby you have interest, you have behavior, you have job titles, you have employers, and whatnot. So, today we'll be checking this out. Let's go to our ad center and try to create a new advertisement. So, here we are creating a new ad. This is the new Facebook source for the same. Okay, so for example, if you're doing, okay, like just do it to promote your page because all I gotta show you is how to set your audience, and we scroll down and here is the audience. So you're gonna go to create new. Now first you need to give some name to your audience so that a set of audience is set and you can always just refer to them while advertising in the future. For example, if I give just name to audience to be just audience, then you select gender. This is important. You cannot target both the genders if your product is not unisex or your service is not unisex. For example, if you're selling women's handbag, you cannot target men, although they might end up getting it for their girlfriend, but the chances are real low. Similarly, if you're selling men's shirts or men's t-shirt, you cannot keep the gender to be all. You'll have to specifically select men or women in order to do so. Moving on, age plays a very important role. Your service, your product, accordingly, you need to understand the right age group that you need to target. If you're targeting and selling something which is for the teens, you cannot just target them up to 65 years of age. If you're selling something whereby you need to target children and parents both, you may target 18 to, let's say, 50 or 55 because the parents might fall in that category. But from that, if you're creating lead ads, the minimum age is 18. But if you're creating promotional ads, you can target starting from 13, which is the legal age to join Facebook until you fake it, obviously. Next come the location part. Sometimes what people do is, for example, if I'm selecting a location, for example, I'm putting up Chandigarh. People just put up Chandigarh and they just select it. They don't see the differences. Here are the differences. One is a county, one is a city, neighborhood. So when you select county, you'll see that the particular place is highlighted. This determines the county area, right? Let me just get rid of this. And when I select a city, if I'm selecting a city, you will see that I get a radius option. So if I just select the city, I'll get a radius option whereby just a moment, this is not making a selection. Okay, so if I'm selecting a city, yeah, you will see that while selecting a city, yeah, so you get a radius option while selecting cities and you can control the number of kilometers that you want to have in that radius, the particular radius, right? So moving on next, that's between county and city. Then you have neighborhood option also. Neighborhood, if a particular city has certain smaller neighborhoods or areas in the region, so the neighborhood particularly targets that. Like I have selected this Moloya, so it is particularly targeting the Moloya neighborhood. So while selecting locations, you need to understand the difference between county, city, and a neighborhood. A county will select the city from its boundaries. When you select a city, you get a whole radius. When you select a neighborhood, you get a limited place within a city. Okay, guys, so now we come on to the most important part of the whole steps that we're following, that is setting the detailed targeting for your audience as per the interest that they have been showing on the internet. So, these details, interest has been divided into interest, title, employer, demographic. So if you want to, for example, if you're setting a advertisement for fitness, so you'll see if you just type in fitness, I'll see a lot of different options coming to choose from, but there are also categories defined for that, like this is interest, this is demographics, and so on. If I search for manager, you'll see interest, and only interest. But if I'm searching for human resources manager, that is also showing me interest. If I search for HR, interest, fitness trainer. Now that's coming in demographics. So interests are basically the targeting audience as per what kind of interest and things they are showing on the web, particularly what kind of pages they are following, what kind of posts they are sharing. So that determines their interest on the internet, what kind of Google searches they are making. So all that is interlinked and connected. Demographics refers to the, if we go about the social, economic definition of the same, it means the socio-economic behavior of a person. And demographics are often based on research over particular groups, but you can say that the interest part and demographic part is nearly the same. If I search for a company, for example, if I'm searching for Reliance Geo, they're not showing up anything for that. Geo, it is all again showing me interest. So anybody have liking the Geo page, or having that, will be able to see it. You can also target users depending upon the phone or the devices that they're using, right? So if you choose Apple TV in the demographics, people using the Apple TV will be able to particularly see it. If I'm searching Samsung S10, or if I search Samsung Note, do they have it for that? No. If I search Samsung Galaxy, so people having interest in those particular, see, if somebody is, if you want, so basically the detail you're targeting is, the better you'll be able to reach out to the audience. If somebody is using the Samsung Galaxy Note series, has liked their pages, has done something related to it, or is using one of the Samsung Note devices, he'll be able to see your advertisement. And similarly, if I just search for iPhone, so here you see people who own the iPhone 7. Now that's behavior. The perfect example of behavioral targeting in advertisement. People who own iPhone 7, they will see your ad. People who own the iPhone 6s, they will see your ad. So this is something cool. So, in short, we can say that behavioral targeting is basically based on the kind of behavior they have been showing in terms to different stuff, and interest is based on the interest they are showing into different brands, different products, different kind of services, different kind of industries. So, you need to consider these two important things while setting your audience. For any interest, if you're setting audience, you need to think about, and you need to brainstorm about, you do need to do hit and trial about a lot of different terms that are associated with that. When you put in those terms over here in the detailed targeting, you will see that a lot of different things come up. For example, if I talk about the fitness industry, I'm just giving you certain examples. There are a lot of terms related with fitness. You can say strength training, you can say muscle building, you can say bodybuilding, you can say supplements, then you can say journal fitness, workouts, endurance, stamina, right? So with every industry, there are certain terms that are related to it. Such can be put into this, and you will ultimately derive at a lower value of audience. For example, I have 8,90,000 people that I'm targeting without setting any interest. If I set some interest, this might fall down to say 4 lakh people. But the good part, you will only reach out to those 4 lakh people who actually have interest in what you are selling, rather than spending money on reaching out people who don't really have much interest in what you're offering. So that was all about setting your real target audience in your ad campaigns. I hope this video will help you next time when you're about to select and create a new ad campaign. Thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe my channel and stay tuned for more videos on digital marketing and other tech stuff. Bye bye.